Hello, John Kolozinski. I'm the Director of Mechanical Engineering. At Waukesha Expo, I was the lead designer mechanical for the facility. I was also the project manager, project lead.
Hi, I am Nikki Jensen. I'm a senior landscape architect with Waukesha County Parks and Land Use Department, and I am the project manager for the Waukesha County Expo Arena Facility mechanical and electrical upgrade project. Depends on the project a lot of times, but one of the most important things is their expertise. For a lot of things such as a mechanical and electrical upgrade, we would need that assistance. And so really having the expertise of not only systems and technology that are current, but also working within kind of some older facilities and being cost conscious as we do things. I mean, we definitely want to do it right, being able to know that the people that are our consultants kind of are an extension of our staff, and so we can reach them and they'll be able to get back to us with the answers we need, especially when it's in a realm that we're not as familiar with.
The client was kept informed and involved with weekly meetings. We had the luxury with Expo where, a mile down the road. So I would drive there in the mornings, afternoons, on my way to work or home, just to kind of keep my eyes on the project because it was very sensitive with the spaces. The good, better, best scenarios that I gave the client started well before the design of the project. I had put together a report with good, better, best options and the construction budget for them. And I wrote a report describing every system, the pros and the cons for it. They used that as their basis to go to the board to say, this is the system we want to do, this is a system the engineer recommends, and we use that as a basis for their budgeting and funding.
They were able to kind of supply some ideas of things we could consider that might work with because we do have an old system, and so being able to make it something cost effective, but meet the needs that we have. We were able to work with them through the design of the system to meet that budget. And through construction, there are things that come up, and we knew with this old facility that there would be some surprises, and there were. In fact, I think I remember one instance in particular where I had called I took a quick picture and emailed it to them, and I just said, give me a call when you have a minute, and his response right away was, we'll be there in 10 minutes, and so we were able, since everybody was here, we were able to kind of look at exactly what was going on, talk through some solutions, and come up with something that would work and everybody was on the same page with. So I really appreciated that they were able to kind of react quickly. Challenges happen and surprises do come up, things that are out of your control. And what I did appreciate with the whole Strang team is that it never was like a crisis that, what are we going to do? We might overreact that way, or we might feel that way because we have deadlines we have to meet for events. But really every obstacle that came up, it was just kind of an even keel, okay, well, if you don't want that, we could do this. Or, okay, this is what we are going to have to do, these are the costs, and this is kind of the reality, but maybe we could, and then X, Y, Z, with some solutions for how we work through it. So I did appreciate that too.
It's a round building. So it's a round building with large glue lam for the structure, concrete walls. The existing mechanical systems were in a pie-shaped room, if you will, with the glue lams running down at a very steep angle. So gas-fired equipment that you just can't use it anymore. So I had to find a system that would fit into the space but also meet their needs, and I had to put in a hot water boiler plant, and the air handling unit was a custom, had a custom aspect ratio, and it just fit in there. It turned out pretty sweet.
Well, I think I've talked a little bit already about just the availability, and even if I mean, I know everybody's really busy, and so even if I have not been able to reach them directly, John has always been willing to call if he's on the road somewhere, if he needs to do a Teams meeting, if he can't be there himself. We've done that. He has, or he'll send Melissa into his place, and so she can kind of represent the company, and so I have appreciated that. I've gotten responses, I shouldn't probably be expecting it, but it's nice when on a Sunday, all of a sudden I get the answer that I was looking for. So it's, not anything I would ever expect, but it's nice to know that, we're on their minds, and they're, trying to give us what we need in order to keep things moving. And just the fact that there has been practical solutions offered when, maybe there wasn't something that didn't work quite right, and offering you could go this route or you could go this route. This is what we recommend, or this is what the vendor recommends, so we think you should do that. It's been kind of nice to have that support and guidance as we've gone through things. Yeah, I would recommend working with Strang from a standpoint of new consultants coming in and somebody that's new to the world of mechanical and electrical design. I have really appreciated just the approachability of the Strang team, and that, there was never, while conversations between contractor and designer do happen on a technical level, I never felt like there was a time where I couldn't ask comfortably to have something explained in layman's terms. And if something still wasn't clear, luckily we had a great contractor and Strang both have taken the time to walk over and explain it, physically in the space and making sure that either myself or some other staff members understand what's going to happen or understand what we need to make choices on. And that definitely is something that I appreciate, and I think others would too.